Sato, you're making copies again? No, the supplier said it'll take 2 days. I really appreciate your help this time. Thank you, huh? Sato, you're making copies again? I feel like you've been standing in front of the copier all day today. It really does seem rather dull as a man, don't you think? What do you think, Kawahara? Well, I suppose there are girls who like straightforward guys like him. I bet someone like him would just fade into the background at home, too. If you talk too loudly, you'll disturb his work. Oh, right. Today's the day we deliver to Doki Doki Insurance. Doki Doki Insurance is very particular, so we can't afford any mistakes. It's a PR video for Doki Doki Insurance's shareholders, right? They'll be really picky if we mess up.
I'm Keiichi Sato. I work at an advertising production company. I can hear you guys, you know.
Yui, what do you think of Sato? What do I think? I think he's a serious person. So basically you're saying he's hard to figure out, right? I don't think that at all. You're so kind, Yui. Ah, the phone's ringing. Sato, the phone. I'll get it. What? Today's delivery can't be done? Huh? Is the delivery from Waku Production delayed? No, the supplier said they need 2 more days. So they asked a delivery the day after tomorrow is okay. That can't be right. The deadline is today. Sato, did you give them the wrong date?
No, I had nothing to do with that deadline.
That can't be true. All the clerical tasks are handled by you, Sato.
As I recall, Kawahara was the one who set the schedule with Waku Production. Because I was absent from the last web meeting.
That's right. That's how I remember it too. So that means... What? Are you saying it's my fault? But when the client's work is due today, the supplier's delivery should have been confirmed with me beforehand, right? But that was a decision based on Kawahara's judgment, wasn't it? You often tell us to think before asking. Why are you defending him so much? Something is off with you today, Yui.
I understand.
What do you understand? So, what should we do? We can't afford to upset Doki Doki Insurance. We'll have to find a way to cover this up.
Hello. This is Sato from Tokimeki Productions. I apologize for the confusion regarding the delivery schedule. Since this was our mistake, could I ask you to deliver the completed portions of the video?
What? What are you doing? Are you going to deliver it unfinished?
Of course not. It's incomplete, but from what I've checked, we can make it work. I'll use footage from previous projects to fill in the gaps and complete it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The most important things in a promotional video like this are the messaging and staying true to the client's intentions. I've taken minutes for many meetings, so I'm fully aware of all that.
Amazing! But, Sato, you've never done production work since you joined this company. You've always been doing clerical tasks, so it's surprising. Please, stop with these weird displays of ability. We won't take responsibility if anything goes wrong, right, Kawahara? Well, we can't let it go like that. Are you really sure you can do this?
Yes, I have experience from my university days.
Just make sure not to ruin the data. If worst comes to worst, we'll ask Doki Doki Insurance to extend the deadline. Is that really okay? I'm not taking responsibility. I don't know anything. Please, Sato.
As a gesture of good faith, I'd like you to explain the situation to Doki Doki Insurance.
I got it.
A few days later.
I'm glad we made it in time. When I got the call, I wasn't sure that was going to happen.
I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to cause such confusion.
No. Well, Tokimeki Productions always does excellent work. But honestly, wasn't it the subcontractor who messed up?
Huh? No, actually. Yes, the subcontractor failed to confirm the delivery schedule. Wait!
No, the subcontractor had no issues. The fault lies entirely in my scheduling.
Really? And Kawahara was aware of this?
Well?
No, it's entirely my responsibility as the scheduler.
I see. Well, you managed to make it work. but it's obvious the video was pieced together. Luckily, the shareholders liked it, but for an insurance company, image is everything. I need you to take full responsibility for your work, especially when a clerk like you holds back. Such an excellent superior as Kawahara.
That's absolutely right. We'll make sure to deliver an excellent piece next time, so please.
I'm counting on you.
I can't believe we had to sit through that lecture about what it means to be an insurance company. Tommy is quite a character, isn't he? So strict, but he's an elite graduate from T University. Sato, can I ask you something? Why did you try to defend me back there? Well, it's only natural since it was your fault, Sato. Stop with the flattery. This was my mistake, but...
Kami is a smart person. If we had tried to make any excuses, he would have seen through them. I actually know of a case where another person got scolded severely for lying to him.
In fact, he mentioned during the conversation that he had contacted the contractor as well. So if we had blamed the contractor, we might have lost their trust.
Considering that risk, I thought it was best to apologize at that moment.
Well, of course. Kawahara would have been the first to defend us. Wow, Yui. You're really standing up for yourself. Is that really your personality? It definitely is. Besides, the three of you have been making last-minute changes and demanding so much from both the contractors and the staff. It's this kind of inconsistency that led to this situation. But, thanks to Sato's quick thinking, we managed to get through it. Shouldn't we be thanking him first and foremost? Thank him? Huh? But Sato must have had other options too, right? Don't you think so, Kawahara? You really saved us this time. I wanted to thank you. Huh? I realize now that Yui was right. My usual work habits caused this issue. And I've been somewhat spoiled, too. I'll make sure this never happens again. Well then, let's head home for today. Thank you so much, Sato.
No problem.
Ugh.
From that point on, I was no longer just stuck with clerical work. I was asked to share my opinions in production meetings.
Regarding the upcoming commercial for Doki Doki Insurance, the most important theme that the client wants us to convey is a future society full of smiles. Do you have any additional thoughts beyond the persona and the appeals outlined in the proposal? Sato, what do you think?
Well, the proposal mainly focuses on price and limited time offers. But considering this is insurance, which naturally appeals to a broad age range, I think emphasizing the how-to aspect is also important.
Right. In that case, we'll need impactful cuts that clearly demonstrate how to use apps and social media. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Let's start brainstorming some potential cuts now. Isn't Kawahara acting completely different now? She's probably not used to being confronted with the truth. Now that she's been called out, she's probably scared. It's disappointing. I don't think I can keep up with her anymore.
This proposal is far from satisfactory.
Which parts? Specifically?
Well, to put it simply, all of it.
All of it?
This project isn't just any project. It's a commercial commemorating our 50th anniversary. We can only move forward with ideas this good.
But could you at least tell us which aspects you find lacking? Hold on. Isn't it a bit much to lean on Kami like that? Maybe we should take it back and rethink it. This proposal is full of Sato's ideas, isn't it? Sato, shouldn't you be able to identify where the problem lies instantly?
You again? Are you really going to keep putting the employee who made that mistake last time in an important position?
I'm afraid to say that, but I'm the one who trusts him. This is my decision. And if the proposal was not good, that's on me. I'll redo it.
Come on. We're running out of time.
I apologize for not being able to provide a quick response, but...
It's fine. He treats everyone in every company that way. When the deadline is near, he'll approve the proposal. I see. Just like the teachers in elementary school who tried to make a study by using nothing but the stick. Well, it's something like that.
Later,
Thank you for your time. We just can't keep up anymore. What? Actually, we've been recruited by Doki Doki Insurance. We're thinking of following him instead of Kawahara.
now is the time to hold our ground.
They weren't of much help anyway. You're right.
And so, we became even more united and devoted ourselves to completing the proposal. On the day of the proposal presentation,
Manager, thank you for coming. I hear you've come up with something quite impressive. Yes, but keep in mind, this is still just the planning stage. Please give us your honest feedback. Very well.
here are the key selling points.
Since the theme is celebrating the company's anniversary and starting a new chapter, we've crafted a fresh and exciting one.
This is how the video will be structured.
We decided to deliver the message directly to the audience without framing it as a problem to solve.
After the presentation,
Yes, this is a very clear and compelling plan. I was impressed.
thank you very much.
I've heard from Kami that you've been struggling a lot, but it seems you've come up with something great. I could easily visualize it. Right, Kami?
The content hasn't changed much since we were at the company. It feels like something I've seen somewhere before.
If you two say so, then it must be true.
I can't believe those two really switched companies. This plan should be perfectly aligned with the strengthened digital marketing focus we discussed. If you're saying it looks familiar, I believe you're wrong.
But hiring 3 famous talents will really drive up the budget, don't you think? While it might be within budget, we should plan with more flexibility. Actually, I would have preferred if you had created something captivating without relying on big names.
But it was you, Kami, who suggested using talent in the first place.
Yes? But 3 is overdoing it.
Isn't it a bit much to be nitpicking every little detail? Why do we have to put up with so many complaints?
Kami, don't you think you're being too harsh?
That's my policy.
I've made it this far by being strict with myself and others.
Asking me to change that?
This plan needs to be redone.
What? That's too much.
Then I'll have to consult other companies for their opinions.
No.
I see. So that's your policy. Just as I expected.
What?
In that case, please, take a look at this presentation.
Sato,
This is from a survey we conducted with various insurance customers while working on the ads.
What's this?
According to the customers, Kami has expressed very strict opinions regarding insurance, evaluations, and payouts, sometimes even contrary to what's advertised. Before commenting on the ads, perhaps you should review your own sales approach. By the way, I've tried contacting him about this several times via email, but I was ignored. I bet you didn't expect this to come up here.
I can't overlook this. Oh, wait, this is just what the advertising agency is saying, right? There aren't that many testimonies, so...
Even if there are a few, it's worth investigating.
Sato,
It's true. There have been some suspicions about him, but he was so competent that we may have turned a blind eye. But I'm impressed by our courage. We'll definitely look into this.
Thank you very much.
This can't be happening. I should have changed the jobs earlier.
wait, aren't we? Are we screwed?
After that, his series of problematic behaviors were exposed, leading to his dismissal. The 2 female employees who transferred also tried to carry favor with various people, but they were eventually fired because they couldn't do their jobs. Now, they're reportedly living quietly somewhere after a falling out. Kagami got a job at a trading company, but became unpopular there. He's also occasionally scolded by former clients on the street. Meanwhile, I feel at ease in this familiar spot.
Your back looks bigger than it used to when you're making copies.
That's nice to hear.
Can we go out for a meal sometime?
Sure. Thank you for watching till the end.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.